erupts, and welcome back to Rule of Waves 3. We are, of course, embroiled in a bit of a world at war against the British, the French, and the Americans, with our loyal allies, the Italians, our little Mediterranean axis, and it's surprisingly going very well. A couple of major victories for us against the British and some of the French has given us a healthy 70,000 point victory point lead in the war. So that's going to allow us to be a little bit more picky and choosy about which battles we fight. We are going to have a little bit of a respite after the kind of couple of big engagements. If we look at our ships in service and running down this status column, you'll see a number of them are in for repairs. Not particularly long. A lot of them actually are back in service after the next month. Some of our heavy cruisers taking a little bit longer. But yeah, kind of critical here. You've got 3 of our big CVs are out of action, all of our heavy cruisers are out of action, and they did phenomenal work for us, sinking several carriers in the last engagement. So certainly something we're probably going to want to maybe have a quieter month or two, just to let our fleet get back on its feet. It is always something I've felt has been underplayed in the Rule Waves games, and I've mentioned it a couple of times before actually, but it's the repairs for ships always feel like they happen far too quickly, and you always end up with this kind of constant feel when you're in a battle that unless you sink a ship, it doesn't really count. You know, you can totally trash it. It can be a couple of, flotation numbers away from outright sinking, and in reality a couple of months later it'll be back fully spec'd and good to go. So it's always something I felt like they needed to maybe look at a little bit more detail, make it a little bit more punishing to have ships really badly damaged, but a minor grumble. The other thing I wanted to have a quick look at, because I was concerned, was how we were holding up for our aircraft numbers. And actually, the answer is pretty darn good. I thought we might be lagging behind or eating into our stock numbers, but truth be told, we're sitting okay. All the service requirements are essentially full up to speed. There's one kind of plane missing here or there, but we've got reasonable numbers of things in stock as well, and including of our jet attack fighters. So we had been slowly transitioning the planes on our larger carriers, our jet capable carriers, away from dive bombers towards jet attack, and I see we've still got 32 in stock, so I think I'm going to use those to change one more wing from our old dive bombers up to our new jet attack. So let's just do that right now. So if we go into our air groups, and it's this one here. So these are our newest ones, the Vengeance and the Justice. As you see, she is fully kitted out in jet attack. I haven't changed any here, but we will start the first one. So I'd like to change your aircraft type to... No, that's not one. It's a role, isn't it, rather than specific aircraft. There we go. Jet attack. Thank you very much. Good. They do take obviously a slight hit on their experience, which makes sense, but that's fine, and we'll keep an eye on that and we'll keep upgrading them. I don't want to go for 2 because that would completely erode our stocks. So presumably if I go back in here, no, not in here, sorry. Has this updated in real time? No. So I think this just updates once per month. You'll notice my production numbers are all 0 as well, but that might be because I've just loaded the game. Good. Other things to talk about. I just tweaked my intelligence just before I started recording. We had been not spying on Britain and France because we'd been trying to initially avoid war. Obviously, it doesn't really matter right now, so I've popped up onto high, and I've taken the spying off of Germany and Italy because, well, they're kind of supposed to be our friends, so that's fine. Grand. I think that's all there to it. Balance still in the med. I think we don't dominate, nor are we dominated, which is fine. America is obviously has a small but sufficient fleet to do anything it wants in the Caribbean, and has a ginormous fleet in Southeast Asia, and so really we're kind of hoping they leave us alone, but we'll see what happens. So without further ado, let's hit the turn button and hope for maybe a slightly quieter month. Get back on our feet. A fleet battle. Well, this is just going to be, you can't take part because I have no ships here. Yep, there you go. That feels like a lot of victory points. But fine. I've got plenty to give away, but still, I can grumble. Oh, you're going to do multiple of these, are you? Okay, so that's about 2,500 they've been given now, and another one. Okay, so there you go. 3,000 VPs just been handed to Britain there. Grumble, grumble. This seems interesting. Only 1 CA2 sales in 70 days. Okie doke. Let's see what this throws us. They declined battle. I don't see a slight disparity here between the number of victory points Britain was given when we couldn't contest versus what we're getting when they decline. 167. It's a fix, I tell you. It's a fix. Oh, come on. Okay, there goes another 150, and you're going to do it again. This is wild. Another 700. So that's, what was that? About 5,000 victory points just given to Britain there? That's insane. Okay, cruiser action in Southeast Asia. Alright, so this one I think it will generate. I'd rather not do this one, to be honest. I think we might just try and run away. They've got 4 CVLs. We've got just our old... Oh, we don't even have our CVL. Because I'm sure the old Adalbert is out here. Oh no, that's in area. Fine. In battle, it's just some cruisers. We've got a couple of our cruisers, including a couple of our modern cruisers, actually. So depending on what cruisers they've got, this might not be a terrible battle. Let's have a quick accept. Maybe a quick short one. As long as their CVLs aren't really in my woods, and we've got a base we can run away to fairly easy. Now these destroyers we've got with us, okay, so they don't have any missiles. Fine, they are the older type. So really we've got 7 ship-to-ship missiles, yeah. Okay, well, that's enough to at least sink something. We might as well go and see what we bump into. That's a bad sign. It looks like they also have missiles. We can't even see them yet. Oh, they're coming from the north. Missiles incoming against a destroyer, near miss, and an overflow. Overflown. It's interesting because we've got a dot in front of us as well. Who or what are you? Unsighted, something fires 9 heavy guns. Is this thing? I'd like to at least know it's a good target before we unleash our missiles. I'll do. CL. Perhaps not exactly what we were after. But you know what? I will happily sink your Southampton class. Let's fire... Okay. Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3 missiles at it. Oh, we may end up firing 4. There's 2 out. Oh, and we just hit it twice. Nice. Okay. Looks like there's another 2 on the way. Probably just going to kill this thing off. 8,800 tons. Modern-ish. Doesn't have any missiles though. Okay. Let's give us to our squad -2. Let's cut south. I think we might just run away after this, to be honest. Oh, missiles coming in. This feels like it's getting to become a bit of a knife fight. Oh, we're probably going to lose a destroyer here. Oh, there's actually a Michigan class battleship. Really? Right. I don't really want to play with that. Okay. Fire at will, fire all your missiles, and then let's maybe just get out of here. Oh, our destroyers are taking hits right now. Okay, so Southampton is definitely going down. So looks like we might be trading potentially some destroyers for a light cruiser, depending on what we can get away from up here. Right, not surprised. I'm going to have to say no, unfortunately. I cannot pick up survivors. And I would expect us to lose 1 more destroyer as well. And we're going to run into Peleliu. Now let's have a look. Someone else took a missile. You. I suspect... I think bad things are happening. Yes. I'll bring you down just on the off chance you survive. I don't think it's going to happen. You're likely to burn out. If nothing else, you'll give us a bit of cover. And you're an older destroyer I care less about, so it's not the end of the world. There you go. Fine. It's squad max. Let's get here. Yeah. Okay. I am okay with that. Not sure why the battle hasn't ended. There's not much else going on. Okay. We lost destroyers. She didn't sink. That's rubbish, actually. That's really bad. How did she not sink? Let's have a look. Show me the Cleopatra. Interesting. I may have misread the situation. I thought she was dead in water. Okay, she did have machinery issues. Got fire and control. Yeah, okay. Perhaps I ran away slightly too quickly there. But there was a battleship lurking around, which would have caused us lots and lots of problems in Michigan here. Yeah, that's a chunky beast. Okay, fine. Can't win them all. I'm a little upset by just how many points they've been given that turn, though. So we'll definitely have to do more sinking of ships. Okay, helicopters. I don't really care if their helicopters are a bit fast than ours. Oh, but it's nice to know that ours are more maneuverable than expected. Good. Okay, don't lose any VPs there. A little bit for these areas. Oh, I missed one there. Okay, we lost a ship to mine. We sunk an enemy submarine. We lost a corvette. Okay, war continues. And we are officially being blockaded. To be expected. I guess that means, has Britain run away from the Mediterranean? Yes, it has. France is still here. Britain has now put a blockade up in Northern Europe. Not, well, it will become a problem, but it's not necessarily a problem. I would quite like the chance to have another tangle with France, again, just to get some good victory points. Our ships, most of them have returned to service. So I'm tempted to stay where we are for this month, try and get a victory with the French, and then move out into Northern Europe to try and contend this blockade. And hope we don't give up another 5,000 victory points for battle generator just pulling stuff in Northern Europe. Okie doke. Let's have a look. No! Damn you, America. Fine. There's... I was going to say almost nothing we can do about this. Battleship, 2 CAs, 1 CL, 2 CVLs. We do have land-based air in the Philippines. This is not as terrible as I thought it was going to be perfectly honest. Okay, I'm intrigued. Okay, attacked for enemy invasion transports. Yep. We've got 2 missile. Okay, one's not going to do a huge amount of damage against these kind of ships. We do have the Adelbeer. Doesn't have much on it. Okay. We'll give it a go. We might lose the Philippines. But if we can get in about the transport fleet, we might be okay. Right, so we've got the Adelbeer here. What's the scouting on the go? Right, we think we're vaguely in this direction. I'm going to narrow it slightly, just to try and use less planes, because we don't have much. in the way of planes. Let's have a quick look what we've actually got in Heidelberg. Five fighters, 7 dive bombers. That's not much, is it? Well, we might as well ready you up. See if you can hit something. And you only have 3 missiles. Alright, ready up. They're on medium, which means they will carry 2 torpedoes, actually. Keep those guys. Essentially, you have to go in on escort. This is going to be bad. Oh, sea state limits ship speed. That's not the end of the world. I wonder if you'll tell me what you're limited to. $20 knots. Yeah, okay. Not that big of a deal. Right, we've got a Brave and our Bold cruiser line out here. I'm actually going to change you to go line abreast. Since we have forward-facing missiles, it's probably a good way to start the engagement. Yeah, I've done that. Okay. We should have a reason on our planes up at Lingayen. So why don't you guys request land-based cap? We'll see where we go from here. Not got huge hopes this is going to work out well for us, but we'll give it a go. You need to hang about Manila, Adelbear. Okay, land-based searching as well. I probably should have done no search from the... Oh dear, that's a bad start. From the CVL and just relied on land-based there for a search. Okay. Missiles coming in from over here. It looks like they have brought some of their newer ships. And again, the outranges, which is, I'm going to say, less than ideal. We also have a very poor destroyer screen here. He says. Right, missiles, missiles, missiles. Missiles incoming. No hits, interestingly enough. I'm tempted almost just to hurl my planes in this general direction, hit something, and then come back. Because I don't think they're going to do very much apart from that. So, do you know what? Let's go a couple of things. Let's go here. Let's go no search, right? Keep your planes for striking. Let's grab these 7 and we're just going to fling them out in this channel direction. Hit wherever you like. Go for it. More missiles coming in. Overflown and a near miss. Okay. Longer range missiles, but seemingly ineffective. And these are probably destroyers. Although something large and chunky has just done a pass-through hit on our Martillo, which is probably that battleship we heard about. Not ideal. Is that going to be you? No, something else here. I think that's a heavy cruiser. Okay, there's a lot of ships here. We've also had one of our planes being shot down by an enemy, one of our light jet fighters, presumably from the land. Right, what am I going to hurl my missiles at? Watch now the missiles come in. Part of me thinks that we should launch before we get destroyed. I also want to make sure I'm launching at a good target, because these are probably all the little destroyers here. I mean, some of these might be reasonable. That looks like a big outline. Alright, tell you what, let's just launch what we've got at that. Okay. Maybe we'll turn this way slightly, see if we can get another launch on it. At it. Remember which unidentified ship it was. Could also try and ignore these ships entirely and just try and find the transports, which may not work. Oh, actually, you've launched them all. Okay, good. Ah, everyone's launched them all. Okay, good. Right, so you were just finding the angles yourself. There they go. Okay, here's one missile hit. Beautiful. There's a lot more missiles coming in though. They all missed. Well, I don't understand why the enemy's missiles are so bad, but I'm not going to complain about it. Okay, this looks like the transport's here, to be honest. Oh, I'm also still going really slowly. Fool, what am I doing? How's the group doing? You have a tiny bit of damage. Oh yeah, because you got hit. One heavy hit. Passed through, didn't do too much, thankfully. All the missiles out. Okay. And here's our dive bombers coming in to try and hit something. Another missile comes. We're probably going to have these sporadic attacks. Oh! That's not a sporadic attack, that's 3 missile hits on the Mazo. Or out of 5 missiles that came in there. Oh, jeezy, crazy. Okay. You're dead. Sugar puffs. This is slightly more how I expected the war to go, to be perfectly honest. Right, let's detach you. Oh no, cancel. Let's detach you. And yeah, good luck to you. Right, this is just madness. Okay, Mazel gets hit again. How are we until darkness? 5 hours. I don't know what we're gonna do to try and get in amongst these torpedoes. Oh man, we've got some enemy. Oh, ships, planes approaching here. No hits. Puerto Rico. Actually, do you know what? You don't head back up this way. We might just save you. I think this way is just death. No, I think we may just have to pull out and let them take the win. Is that actually the Michigan class? Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to launch a bunch of torpedoes at you just because I can, because this is my flagship division. The Baltical does indeed have some torpedoes. Let's hit our squad. Squad max is pretty poor because of the Baltical. Are you really coming in this close? I don't like that. No. Okay. Not close enough. Alright, let's just get out of here. This way lies death. The Mazo somehow is still alive. Let's get you going this way. Oh, there she goes. Fair enough. Everyone else, let's get back to Manila. They're going to land. Ain't much you can do about it. And any more will just be throwing bad ships after good. Yeah, just getting there out a bit. I suspect they're going to get to their drop-off point fairly soon. We do have some batteries and things, but again, it's not enough to make a difference. Not in this day and age. Okay, air operations are now not a factor. And let's go home. Alright, I think we're home safe at this point, so I'll just bring you guys in at the end. Okay, so I see it ran for ages, all the way up to 1500 time units, or minutes I suppose there, despite the fact all the ships were in Manila. But anyway, outcome as expected, troops landed, apparently we managed to sink a destroyer, we lost ourselves a light cruiser. What sunk your destroyer? Was it air or was it... Oh, air attacks, presumably from... That was a mine. You struck a mine. Huh, interesting. That's good to know. Don't often see that. Okay, doke. Major victory. And really another 5,000 VP. I mean, it is a big strategic victory. I'll give them that. I'm not sure it's a grand naval one, to be perfectly honest, but do what I can. You are going to sell us some tech. I will take it. So better stabilized gun mounts. Faster firing CLs and DDs. Beautiful. Okay, some performance data for the French medium bomber. Okie doke. And better research from studying the enemy, because presumably they're ahead of us. And a breakthrough in ship design. Okay, smaller engines. Okie doke. Medium bombers can carry 2 missiles, which is great if I had more missiles. Taking advantage of naval weakness in the Caribbean, US troops have invaded our possession of Guantanamo Bay. Enemy strength 5-1. I've not seen that enemy strength thing before. So, yeah, okay, right, we'll talk about that in a minute. Sunk submarine and another one. Oh, we lost the destroyer to mine. That's disappointing. Alright, this is not so bad in terms of blockading warfare, but what we need to worry about is the actual blockade itself. Okay, so what was I talking about? With Guantanamo, I'm not so fussed about. That was kind of... I mean, this is America's backyard. I was kind of expecting to lose as part of a war. I'm much more upset about the Philippines. Also from a value basis, that's only value 1, this is value 5. It does also mean there's entirely feasible that we lose both these possessions, quote unquote, to win the war, and then still can't get them back. Which is just one of those quirks. But we're just going to have to deal with it. We didn't get the fight we wanted in the Mediterranean, which is kind of upsetting. So, might have to shuffle everything up to Northern Europe instead. Although Great Britain has now come back a little bit. Am I blockaded anymore? No. Oh, okay, so they've stopped blockading me and they've come back to the Med. Perfect. Provided if you'll let me fight here. I might tend to get options now in Southeast Asia because that's where they're invading, which would be a bit annoying but entirely possible. I don't think there's much else for us to do at the minute. I'm certainly not going to try and dispatch any kind of fleet to sail out here and quote unquote save Southeast Asia. I think that's just a bit... Well, that's not really a lost cause, but it would take us many months to get there. And probably wouldn't be worth it. The other thing which we, just looking at money, I did build some air bases here again because we were talking about potentially invading Gibraltar at some point, which, yes, bit of a pipe dream. I don't think we're going to put any more planes out there at the moment, but we'll keep it available. In terms of our air bases, let's have a quick look. We've still got, okay, not Oblio, is it Cagliari we're still using as a main base? Yes. And Tunis? Yes. And is that it? Have we got any up at St. Florent? We do. I'm actually going to move the ones from St. Florent down to Albia because I'm just not going to fight up here, to be perfectly honest. Let's grab you guys. We'll leave the naval patrol aircraft and let's move you down to here. And then I might even increase another wing of something at Cagliari. Just because it might come in useful. More dive bombers, or we could go for jet attack. We do have enough spare. No, I want to keep them for my carriers for just now. How about just some medium bombers? We can do some light cable medium bombers. Okay, that's good. I like that. Okay, let's see what Battle Generator has for us this time. Oh yeah, not surprised here. We probably don't have an option. And I don't think this is going to go well either. It's annoying that this is pulling all the fights into here. We could just decline it, to be honest. In the battle, they've got 2 heavy cruisers and 1 destroyer against... These are our old light cruisers, so no missiles here. And old destroyers. Okay, we've got a little bit of support from air. Nah, for 416, let's just say no. Here, this one won't happen, because we don't have any ships in the Caribbean. 500, that's fine. See, those are okay. Those are fine numbers. Not the thousands it was giving Britain. Aha! Okay, here we have it. This is perfect. just off the coast of our airbase here at Cagliari, and with support from Tunis. We've got our big old fleet. They think they've got quite a lot. That's a lot of light cruisers, but more importantly, a couple more flat tops. I think I might outplane them for this one, just on what do you call it? Fleet air assets, never mind land-based. 4 battleships. I didn't think they still had 4 battleships left between them, but there you go. Ah, that's mine. I'm a fool. They don't. It's just heavy cruisers. Cool. Alright. We are at the half-hour mark. So let's say we'll generate the battle. We'll jump in. We'll have a look at it. And then maybe we'll call it quits there. Alright, this is not a big fleet battle. It is, in fact, cruiser battle. So there's lots of ships in the area. We will keep an eye out for those. If we can find a few carriers striving around, that might be nice. But mainly this is, 2 of our heavy cruisers, 3 of Italian heavy cruisers, and some destroyers. Not many missiles between us. But this might be okay. Yeah, I'll give this one a go. Again, apparently we've got low stocks. We will attack enemy ships in general. And the orders here are very simply inflict damage upon the enemy. I will gladly do. Oh yeah, you've got full blinds, go for it, sure. Okay, we've found something. No missiles have been flying it into our face just yet. Let's go squad max -2. And hopefully use the Italian cruisers as a bit of a sponge if need be. There we go. Missiles starting to come in now. Looks like they've come back from something a little further back here. Looks like there's rather a lot of them. Okay, Genova's eats 2 missiles. 3 missiles. Okay. Genova has taken a bit of a hit there. She's on fire, structural damage, heavy flooding. So what we're going to do is bring you right the way down. Kick you over in this direction. That is a lot of green dots, and we'll see if we can't start getting some impacts with our gunnery. Or find something for our missiles as well. Okay, what are we seeing here? Potentially a heavy cruiser. That's just a whole bunch of heavy cruisers. That is a lot of heavy cruisers. Oh, the wrong one's left. You need to go this way. You guys need to come down this way. You boys also need to fire missiles. Not that one. Manual fire at with this Lancaster class here. And fire half our missiles. Okay, Genova takes another missile hit, which actually I'm kind of okay about. And another one. Okay, all our missiles have now been fired. Oh, because I left fire at will on. Fine, they're out. Can we hit anything? We hit something. Hit 2 somethings. I'm guessing we blew up a destroyer, which is not what I'm after. I highly doubt this is the Brennus class dreadnought, or pre-dreadnought. It's weird that you still think it is. So we're potentially up against 1, 2, 3. I didn't think they had the MSCs in the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then another 3. This is not the fight I want it to be. As much as I back our very capable heavy cruisers, we are so badly outnumbered here. Yeah, we're taking a lot of hits here as well. with the Laguardia class. So you're rocking 12 10-inch guns. They're down on, they've got some 8-inch guns. Okay, they are just destroyers, so it's still 7 heavy cruisers. They're rocking 10-inch guns. Ugh. They're on their 8s. Against 4. I don't like these odds. I don't like these odds at all. Okay, you're lighting up that destroyer quite handily. You know, is still taking hits. We are also landing on the Lancaster. You guys are absolutely fine in terms of damage. Alright, we'll see if we can't try and concentrate our fire a little bit on this Lancaster. Slightly worried about destroyers coming in. I would love a little bit of support from our airbase to some strikes to disrupt these guys a little bit. Probably a little bit early for that. 2 more hits on this destroyer. Genova taking some hits. The Australia class, which is okay. Right, there's probably a bit of a torpedo charge now. I'm going to have to pull you guys away. Okay, so hit an Italian, some more hits from Italian as they try and pull out. Not seeing many hit messages from our own ships, which is disappointing. Oh, and they're absolutely getting lit up by these, the Guar seems to be doing good work here. A bit disappointing. Tegas has become a target of the Guar. Been hit a number of times actually. What are you guys doing? Why are you not acting as a bit more of a screen? You're on screen, come on. Get involved. Also, where is that still recon? Where is my strike craft? We hit Australia, but we get hit in return. Yeah, we received 2 hits for 1 5-inch hit. Yeah, that's okay, but it's all the secondary guns here. None of our 10s are getting to work. Okay, finally, the Lima's getting to work on the Berwick. Again, just secondary hits on the Australia class here. Yeah, you're 13,000 tons. Not super armoured. 12,000 tons. I can't remember what our own armour is actually. Okay, 5-inch. We're slightly heavier armoured. We have a lot less barrels though. And that is what may come to cause us problems. That's a good turn though. 3 hits out on the Australia, 1 on the Berwick, including a couple of 10 inches. Valima's been hitting our missile launcher, which doesn't really matter because we've got no missiles left, but we do have to watch just overall damage. Right, I'm going to take these guys off AI control because I don't really like what they're doing. Great turn from Valima there. 3 hits on the Berwick class. Does take a little bit of fire in return. Mategas takes a few hits, especially in the engine room, but nothing that's penetrated. Okay. Whether we can do enough to actually kill anything though, I'm not sure. Definitely got a range in though. 4 more hits from Australia, 3 more on the Berwick. And again, 2 more on Australia, 2 in the Berwick. Not much coming back. We're kind of crossing their T. Which obviously means we win in naval terms. Missile launch gets hit again, but okay. But more 10-inch shells going out, that's good. We do have our destroyers coming in to support. Excellent, right, let's stick these on line ahead if we can. Be on squad max, which is slow for some reason. We'll run it for a few turns, I won't read out all the kind of hits. We'll just keep an eye on it, see if there's anything significant comes in. Still looks like we're giving better than we're getting, which is really what we want to see. Not so much this turn, but smaller caliber. Again, let's try and stick in front to minimize the number of guns they have pointed at us. Looks like we might be starting to change formation. Australia is on fire, which is good. And then we're going to have to maybe turn around. Looks like she's slowing down as well. These guys don't seem to be doing too much at the minute. Barracks starting to... Oh, it's a punctured superstructure. Okay, but we've still got a few more hits going out. We've got some destroyers to at least worry them. I did say line ahead, did I not? For you gentlemen. I did. Oh, turn together. Let's get that. There we go. Right, we'll get ourselves turned around back this way. Have Italians come in to support. Oh! We have 4 dive bombers out on scene. Speed bombing. We have 3 of them were damaged by AA fire. And no bomb hits. Okay. We seem to have separated the barrack ever so slightly. I've got to watch out for this barn class. Oh, hello. And there she goes. Flash fire. 1 heavy cruiser down. Oh, but apparently this Italian's in a bad way. Indeed you are. Through a torpedo hit. Oh yeah. Apologies. I did not think you were at risk of torpedoes. Entirely my mistake. Flooding is stabilized. It's not... I mean, it's bad, but it's not terrible. We'll keep you in the fight for just now, but I will try to be a little bit more careful with you. Is your max speed been impacted? Yes. 18 knots. Okay. Let's get you separated. Detach. Yeah, I won't actually send you home, but I will perhaps keep you a little bit more in the background. Let's just bring you 18 knots is fine, we'll get you move over that way. Okay. Yeah, okay. So far, we're 1 cruiser apiece. I think there's an Australia in here we might be able to... well, actually, hang on. Did the Australia go down? We might be 2 cruisers to 1. Which leaves them 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 left. 2 Brits with 3 French. Okay. You're reporting heavy damage. I think our little Tegas, not Tegas class. What class are you? It's a Tegas class. Might come good for us here. So we're going to stick in this one, but I'm going to have to call this one to close. I'm going to have to come back and finish it next time. A bit of a cliffhanger. I don't know, I'm feeling slightly more positive this one. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, we've got this was a bad episode for the war as a whole. We need another big engagement. If we can carve out a little bit of a win here, I'll be happy. I'm okay, I don't want to lose any of our CAs. I'd happily trade 3 of Italian ones for, well, ideally 4 or 5 of theirs, but even on a one-on-one basis, I think that that makes us feel better about it. But do join us next time to see if we can't thoroughly kick the rest of these heavy cruiser butt. And I'll see you then. Cheerio.